Hello friends, welcome to StudyCell. In this video, we'll make an IoT based home automation project using ESP8266 NodeMCU, Firebase and GitHub. I have already made a similar type of project using ESP32. You can find the link in the description. But in this project, I have added some new features like EEPROM, Wi-Fi indicator, and also combined the manual control logic with latch switches and push button in the same code. I have also made some changes in the web dashboard to make it more secure. In this project, we have deployed the web dashboard on a GitHub so we can access the dashboard from anywhere in the world to control the appliances. Here I just have to tap on this link to open the dashboard. First I have to enter the email ID and password for login. After that it sends the login credential to Firebase for authentication. If the authentication corrects, the dashboard will open. Currently all the relays are off. Now let me turn on the relays one by one, and this blue LED indicates the ESP8266 is connected with the Wi-Fi. Then using this all off button we can turn off all the relays together. Now let me control the relays manually with these switches, and as I said, you can either use latch switch or push button for manual control. And as the ESP8266 is connected with the Wi-Fi, so we can monitor the real-time feedback on the dashboard. Now let me turn off the second and third relay. Currently first and last relays are on. Let me turn off the complete supply. Now let me turn on the supply again, and as the EEPROM active, so first and last relay automatically turns on. And you can also activate or deactivate the EEPROM in the code as per your requirement. So this is a very useful project, although you can make the circuit without using any PCB. But to make the circuit compact, I have designed this PCB using the Altium PCB Designer software. This video is sponsored by Altium, which is the most trusted PCB designer software by all the big electronic companies. With Altium, you can easily search for components, compare the datasheet, and it has a lot of useful features that will save you a lot of time while routing any complex PCB. Now Altium has come up with an amazing product called Altium 365. Altium 365 is an electronic product design platform that unites PCB design, MCAD, data management and teamwork. With Altium 365, you can not only design PCBs, you can also share your projects with your teammates for review. It also provides automatic backup, centralized cloud storage and a lot more. There are many tutorials available on Altium, so you can easily learn this software and use it to design professional PCBs. And you can download the Altium Designer free trial with Altium 365 from the link in the description. Afterwards, if you decide to purchase the software, you will get 25% off if you have signed up through my link. So please visit the link in the description, sign up for the Altium. It's a limited time offer, so please hurry up. To make this project, you need an ESP8266 NodeMCU, 4-channel relay module, latch switches or push buttons. Then connect all these components as per this circuit diagram. In the circuit, I have used active low relay module, and these push buttons are connected across the ground and GPIO pins. Now if you want to use latch switch, then this switch 2, which is connected with the D3 pin, must be turned off during the booting process of the NodeMCU. Now let me quickly configure the Firebase account for ESP8266. So here I will search Firebase console, then I will click on this Firebase console link. I will also share the link in the description. Now I will click on create a new project, then enter a name, say NodeMCU Relay 01. You can give any other name. Now click on continue, again click on continue. I will disable the Google Analytics, then click on create project. Now click on continue again. First I will click on build. From here I will click on the real-time database. First I will create the database for this project. So I will click on create database, select a location, then click on next, then select start in test mode, then click on enable. Now here I have to enter the key value pair for the 4 relay. So I will click on this plus icon, then in the key I will enter relay 1 for the first relay, and in the value I will enter false, then click on add. In a similar way, let me create the key value pair for the second, third and fourth relay. After that, I will go to rules tab. Then I will change this rule. So let me copy paste this rule. Again, you can find it in the article and description. Let me paste it here. Then click on publish. Now again, I will click on build. Then I will select authentication. Then get started. Select email and password. Enable it. Then save it. Go to user tab. Then add user. Enter any email ID. Say xyz@gmail.com. Then enter a password for it. Then click on add user. After that, I will go to this gear icon, click on it, go to project setting. So this is our API key. Now I will create a web app. So I will click on this icon, give a name to this app, say NodeMCU Relay 1. Click on register app. Now we need these details in our web dashboard. Now click on continue to console. Now we can move to the coding part of this project. This is the source code for this project and this is the HTML file for the web dashboard. You can download both the file from our website iotcircuithub.com. Just visit the article. You can find a link in the description. Then you can download the code and HTML file from these buttons. And in the same article, I also explained the code line by line. So if you have any query, you can always refer to this article. You can find a link in the description. Now let me open this code with Arduino IDE. Now you can use the same code both for the latch switch and push button. And here I have used this version of the ESP8266 and you need these libraries. While installing the libraries, please make sure you install all the dependencies related to these libraries. Then here I have to enter the Wi-Fi name or SSID, then the password. Then these are the Firebase credentials. For this, I have to go to Firebase account. So under the project setting, if I click on the project setting, you will find the API key. I will just copy it, then paste it in the Arduino code. Then I will enter the database URL. Again, I will go to Firebase account, go to Realtime Database. Then I will just click on this icon to copy the database link. Then I will paste it here. Then I will enter the user email ID. So if I go to Firebase account, go to authentication, you can see this is the user email ID xyz@gmail.com. So you have to enter the authentication email ID and the password. Then if you want to activate EEPROM in the ESP8266, then make this variable true. Then if you want to use latch switch, then make it true. Otherwise for the push button, make it false. Here I am going to use latch switch. After doing these changes, you can directly upload this code. So let me select the board NodeMCU. Then this is the COM port. Now I will just hit the upload button. After uploading the code, here you can see the blue LED is glowing. So ESP8266 is connected with the Firebase. Now let me go to the Firebase account, then go to Realtime Database. Now to turn on the first relay, let me make this relay 1 true, then hit the enter. The first relay will turn on, and if I make it false, the relay will turn off. Now I will do the same thing with the web dashboard. So let me open this page with the Notepad++. You can use any other editor. Now again I will go to Firebase account, click on this gear icon, go to project setting, then scroll down. I will copy this Firebase credential from here, then go to Notepad++. Now this is the HTML for the web dashboard and this is the inline CSS. Then this is the login form and the dashboard form. Now I will just paste the credential here. Here you can see Firebase config. So I will paste it here. Now here you don't have to enter the authentication email ID and password. It will just take the email ID and password from the login form and send it to Firebase for authentication. So this makes this HTML file more secure. No one can steal your email ID and password from this HTML file. And as I said, you can use the same web dashboard for the ESP32 or any other microcontroller which control 4 relays. Now after doing these changes, let me save this file, then close it. Now I will quickly deploy this HTML file to GitHub. So let me go to my GitHub account. If you don't have any GitHub account, just create a new one. Then click on this plus icon, select new repository. give a name, say NodeMCU Relay Control 1. Then check this box, add a readme file. Then click on create repository. Then click on this add file, select upload files. Then just drag and drop this index.html. After uploading, just click on commit changes. Now to deploy this HTML file, go to setting, then go to pages, then at the source select deploy from branch, then in the branch select main, directory will be root, then just click on save. It will take 1 or 2 minutes to deploy the pages. You will find in the backend it start deploying the web dashboard in the GitHub. Here you can see it turned into green, so our dashboard successfully deployed in the GitHub. Now to get the link, I will again go to setting, go to pages, then this is the link. I can just click here to open the dashboard, or you can copy this link. Now let me turn on the supply, and after connecting with the Wi-Fi, the blue LED will turn on. Now it is on, so it's connected with the Wi-Fi. Now let me tap on the link to open the dashboard. First I have to log in xyz@gmail.com. Then I have to enter the password. Currently all the relays are off. Let me control the relays from this dashboard. And I can use this button to turn off all the relays together. Now let me control it manually, and as the ESP8266 connected with the Wi-Fi, so we can monitor the real-time feedback on the dashboard. And if you control the relays with the push button, then you have to press and hold the button for 1 to 2 seconds. Now let me quickly highlight some points. After opening the dashboard, if you are not able to see the current status of the relay, instead of it showing loading, then just close the dashboard, clear the browsing history, then open the dashboard again. In this way the issue will resolve. Then if the Wi-Fi is connected, still you are not able to control the relay with the dashboard, then check for any error in the serial monitor. If you find ESP8266 not able to reconnect with the Firebase database, just turn off the supply for 1 to 2 minutes, then turn on the supply. The issue will resolve. It happens if we turn on and off the Wi-Fi multiple times. In that case, the previous login session was active in the Firebase database, which prevent ESP8266 to reconnect. So this is a very useful project. If you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.